So the reason why we out here, bro, because in these last days, bro, we beginning to wake up to who we are. And why is that important? Because we've been asleep for too long and we following the customs and traditions of America since we've been off them boats. You see what I'm saying? And real talk, I'm gonna finish my statement. I'll holler at me. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rap. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So ever since we got off them boats, we've been following the same customs and traditions that have been taught to us, right? But we don't know what our own customs and traditions is, right? So now in the last days, God is waking up our people, the same people that we used to be out there in the streets, we used to sell dope, we used to gang bang, all this kind of stuff, right? So we waking up to the royalty, who we really are. And now it's time for us to come wake our brothers up to come get in the fight with us, right? So watch this. I'm gonna read something real quick, and then I got you. Watch this. Read Ezekiel 3:17. This is why we out here.
Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
So somebody got to watch out for God's people. Somebody got to do it. The pastors ain't doing it. The politicians ain't doing it. Who doing it? God's waking us up to come do it. Read.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
So God is waking up his men to come give warning from God, to let us know that we got to change the way we're living, because we actually royalty on this earth, but we ain't living like it. Why? Because we've been caught up in the customs and traditions that's been taught to us, and we don't want to separate ourselves from, yes, we can. We doing it right now, bruh. What's your name? Black? What does black mean? What does black mean? You see what I'm saying? But this is what I'm talking about. So we out here trying to warn our people, bruh, that we got to wake up and change the way we thinking about who we are and about who God's people is, bruh. So watch this. Read, man, yeah, thank you. Read that real quick. Because bruh said he know the Israelites, bro. So watch this, read this.
Deuteronomy 10:12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Hey, black, we the Israelites, man. So the scriptures say, what does God want us to do? What does he require of us? You know what I'm saying? What does he want us to do? Knowing that we the Israelites is one thing. But then once we wake up to who we are, what are we supposed to do next? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways.
So first he said he wants us to fear him. Think about our people, bro. We ain't afraid of God, bro. That's why we live the way we live. We are not afraid of God's judgments. We not. Because if we was, we wouldn't be getting high and drunk all the time. We wouldn't be sleeping from woman to woman to woman, not taking care of our kids, not raising our kids. And now our kids end up in the prison system that's been set up from the jump. Right or wrong? No? So our men and our women ain't caught up in the prison system, gang banging, drug selling, all that shit? Huh? The vast majority of them. Right, but guess what? We got to teach them different. And that's why I read that again.
What we were called after we got off the slave ships, on the other hand,
To fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him.
So how do we love God? Because he say fear him, walk in all his ways, and to love him. So how do we show God that we love him if we know we his people? How do we do that? How? Because watch this. How? Okay, right. I like what you said. Now we talking. So watch this. So sis, I asked the question. No, bro. Stay right here. I want to include the sister in the conversation. All right. Yeah, I want to include the sister. You know what I'm saying? We talking our family. You see what I'm saying? So sis, what is it? How do we love God? Because read this scripture one more time. Deuteronomy 10:12.
To fear the Lord thy God.
Read from the top.
To fear.
Read from the top. Deuteronomy 10:12 from the top.
And now Israel.
So God is talking to a specific people, the Israelites. Now Israel, black.
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does God want us to do? What does God want the Israelites to do? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
To fear God, if God say don't eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, be afraid that if you eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, you will get high blood pressure, heart attack, gout, stroke, diabetes. Fear God, because he will put it up. Look at our people. A lot of our people have those conditions. Right or wrong? If you think about it, the vast majority of our people, when we get up in age, because we've been eating all that bad stuff all our lives, that's the judgments of God because we don't fear him. So guess what we got to do? We got to change. You see what I'm saying? So now, read on.
To walk in all his ways.
Walk in some of his ways.
All his ways. And to love him.
Sis, what's your name? Lisa? Okay, my name is Zakai. So God is saying, he's talking to his people. He said, now Israel, what does God require of us? Right? He said, first, I want you to fear me. I want you to walk in all my ways and to love me. You see what I'm saying? So now, The question was, how do we love God? How does God want us to love him? You said to take care of ourselves and to share his ministry? Okay, so now, I'm going to go into the script, because I like what you're saying, Sister Lisa. I like what you're saying. We're going to go into scriptures, and we're going to let God tell us how he wants us to love him. Because when you think about a relationship between father and son, between mother and daughter, you think about a family's relationship. If I have sons, right? Now, if my son tells me he loves me and I give him direction and he's disobedient to my direction, how is he showing me that he loves me or respects me? He's not, right? Now, if you're in a relationship with, you have a husband, and your husband say, I love you with all my heart, baby, then he turn around and cheat on you. And then you get mad and he's hitting on you, he's slapping you. But then turn around and say he love you again. Love is just words. You see what I'm saying? But real love is action. So now watch this. Let's get 1 John chapter 5. Watch this, sis. This is what God say love is.
1 John 5:3. For this is the love of God.
So he's telling us exactly how to love him. For this is the love of God.
That we keep his commandment.
That we what?
Keep his commandment.
So when he said, now go back to Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Go back to Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him.
So now, Sister Lisa, you on. How do we love God according to the Bible?
We follow his ways, we fear him, and we do his commandments.
We keep his commandments. That's how we show God that we love him, right? Now think about this. In all of our churches, our black churches, right, is the commandments of God truly being taught by the priests and the pastors to the people? They're not. So now, are the pastors teaching us how to love God? Absolutely not. Because if they were teaching us how to love God, they would tell us, like we just said, you're not supposed to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. You see what I'm saying? Dress appropriately.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? According to what God's words say, not according to what we think and what we feel. And that's what's been the problem and the demise of our family structure. You see what I'm saying? They set up the black churches in our neighborhoods, and then they ordain certain ministers and pastors. Are the people ordaining the priests and the pastors to be our leaders? Is us the people doing it? No. So if we're not doing it, who's electing our men to be the leaders over our communities?
Brother Travis, right?
That's a question for you too, Brother Travis. Think about it, right? When we want a president, right? Everybody vote for the president that we want, right? So now that president is supposed to be the leader of the country, correct? So now when it comes to somebody that's supposed to represent us as black people, are we the ones voting for those ministers and priests to be elected to lead us to God? We're not. So who's placing them in position of authority over us as leaders? Huh? What man though?
Not the people of the earth.
Not so-called black and Hispanic men and women. We're not. It's the very people who did this to us. Look at this sign, Travis. It's the very people that did this to us that's electing and putting people in positions to rule over us. That's why the commandments of God are not being taught to us. You understand what I'm saying? And that's detrimental to our nation. That's detrimental to our households and our family structures. Think about it. Majority of our families, we have single mother households, right? It didn't used to be like that. I'm pretty sure when you was growing up, it wasn't like that. Wasn't the norm, right? But it's the norm now, right?
Isaiah 28:13.
Yeah, let's get that. Isaiah 28:13. I want you to hear this too, Travis. You grew up with your father in the house? You see? See that, Sister Lisa? That's the norm, and guess what? If we don't know who we are, and the pastors that's ordained to be the leaders over us are not telling us who we are according to the word of God, then guess what? We're destroyed. We're destroyed. Read that real quick, Isaiah 28.
Isaiah 28:13. But the word of the Lord was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. Here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken.
You see that? So the pastors and priests, they might open up the Bible and read one scripture, two scriptures, something feel good to you, so just to send you back into society as a zombie. You understand what I'm saying? We'll read a couple scriptures, we'll sing a couple songs, let's pass that collection plate around, you know what I'm saying, and let's make some money off the people. But meanwhile, guess what? We're not being taught the commandments of God. What commandment do you know of God, Travis? See, this young, how old are you? You're 14, and you don't know one commandment of God. Ain't that a shame? You see, this is why I'm saying we've been destroyed as a people. You see what I'm saying? This young man is 14 years old. He don't know not one commandment of God. How about thou shalt not steal? You've heard that before, right? You ain't never heard thou shalt not steal? How about thou shalt not kill? You see that? Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not deal falsely one with another. You see what I'm saying? Thou shalt keep the Sabbath day and remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. These is commandments, simple commandments that's not being taught to us. So now watch this. Travis, what's your nationality? African American. So, watch this. The name Africa comes from a Caucasian man named Leo Scipio Africanus, who conquered North Africa during the Second Punic Wars. He conquered Hannibal, a black man. And then guess what he did? He named the continent after his name. Same thing with America. America was named after Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian navigator.
Bring it out.
You understand what I'm saying? He named the land America. So, we call ourselves African American. Who are we calling ourselves? We're naming ourselves after two Caucasians.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So who are we really if we're not African American? Don't say black, because black is a color. You understand what I'm saying? I guarantee you what's on your birth certificate is different than what's on your birth certificate, Sister Lisa. You see what I'm saying? We have black, Negro, colored, African American, Afro American. Who are we?
Bring it out. Let 'em know.
What's our nationality, Travis? How about you, Sister Lisa? What's our nationality? Who are we, according to God?
Let 'em know.
We're his people, but we don't have a nationality.
We are his people. Watch this. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3 real quick. I'm going to show you something out the Bible.
There we go.
Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know.
I want you to hear this, sis, while you're crossing the street. Read it again.
The ox knoweth his owner.
Y'all know what an ox is, right? It's an animal, a beast, right? A bird. And the ox knows his owner, meaning he knows who takes care of him, who feeds him, who provides for him. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
An ass is a jackass, a donkey. He know where his crib is, meaning his home. Just like we talk about, hey man, I'm gonna go back to the crib. I know where my house is. The donkey know where his homeland is. You can lead him away from it, he'll find his way back without no guidance. Come on.
But Israel doth not know.
But who?
Israel doth not know.
The children of Israel don't know who they are. Don't know their homeland.
Right.
That's why we call ourselves African American, because we know we were brought from Africa to America as slaves.
Right.
So the children of Israel don't know our homeland. We don't know our God. We don't know our nationality. We don't know our original language, our culture, our heritage. We don't know nothing about who we are as a people.
Bring it out.
Come on.
But Israel doth not know.
Come on.
My people doth not consider.
You're right, Lisa. We are God's people. You know why? Because think about majority of so-called black and Hispanic people. We don't even consider that we are God's chosen people. We don't even consider it. We just walk about a day and get up in the morning, go to school, go to work. You know what I mean? Work hard, go do your homework, get back, go eat, go to sleep, do it all over again, day after day after day after day, and then look at the news and see Ray get shot by the police. See what I'm saying? You see all these things. Even to this day, people still getting hung on trees. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't even consider that these is judgments of God on his people.
Right.
For what? Breaking his commandments.
Bring it out.
It says, Israel do not know, neither do they consider. What is the nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word.